Nigeria is endowed nation with deep potential to favorably compete in the league of the first world if successive leadership in the office of the president had served with a depth of competence, sincerity, fairness, objectivity, commitment, patriotism consciousness, and deep political will to advance the cause of the nation. The lowly, tyrannical presidential leadership that showed no regard for the people was the truth of what we experienced. The line of presidents we had easily ignored calls from the public for better governance. They acted with blatant impunity and did what they pleased. Since our past presidents almost always had their way, the constitution that governed their actions was reduced to mere documents. This fraction line created a climate of impunity around the presidency operations, which has pegged the advancement of our country's civilization. The culture of presidential impunity cannot be allowed to persist in our political environment. We have to rework the process to create intentional responsibility and accountability around the office of the president. We can best correct the present and institutionalize the decency into our political cultural heritage by probing the actions of the past presidents. The former presidents must be brought back to account for the harm they caused the nation during their tenure. They wasted our resources, made choices that hindered the nation's development, and took actions and inactions that resulted in the terrible deaths of Nigerians. Their governments were mostly responsible for appalling corruption that stunted economic development. They left Nigerians naked, mistreated, and forced into a rat race. And they allowed their friends and cronies to plunder the nation dry. Beyond the asset recovery probe, our past presidents must be made to sit in the dock to answer for their acts in office, and we need to reroute the recovered funds from their network into our coffers to close the enormous deficit that continues to plague the nation and Nigerians. To restore order to power and end the disgusting trend of political impunity, it is also necessary to campaign for the imposition of jail terms for presidents who have committed crimes that qualify for jail time.